The people I know who became millionaires all did one thing. They increased their income and used assets to leverage their wealth, usually through businesses, stocks, or real estate. This may sound like the usual motivational advice you hear online, but from what I've personally seen, this is genuinely how wealth is built. The first part of building wealth is income. More specifically, the amount of money you are able to save and invest every month determines how fast you can accumulate capital. The more capital you can deploy, the faster your net worth grows. It really is that simple. But income alone is not enough to reach very high levels of wealth. At some point, you need to leverage your saved capital. That is where assets come into play. For me personally, stocks have been my main wealth building vehicle over the past couple of years. I built most of my current net worth through ETFs, stock market returns, and some good stock picks. But stocks also have a limitation because you can usually only invest your own money. Real estate, for example, works differently. With real estate, you're able to leverage your own capital through debt. You use the bank's money or other people's money to buy an asset while your tenants slowly pay off the loan for you. At the same time, inflation reduces the real value of your debt over time, while rents and property values usually increase. That combination is extremely powerful. And honestly, this is one of the main reasons why so many wealthy people end up in real estate. As you can probably tell, I'm very biased towards real estate, but that mainly comes from what I've personally seen around me due to my profession. Most millionaires that I have met built a large part of their wealth through real estate investments made at the right time. For example, my good friend I went to school with, he bought a house for, let's say, 400,000 euros. He then renovated it with his friends and family, and now it's worth a good 600 grand. Over the next decade, he will definitely become a millionaire. Another real life example is an entrepreneur I had a job interview with. I wanted to become an asset manager for his company. Back in the day, he sold a multi-million-dollar company and invested the earnings into commercial property in Berlin. Today, he is a billionaire. Personally, I'm trying to apply the same principles on my own scale. My long-term goal is to build a large residential real estate portfolio over the next decade. I think most of us from Gen Z have realized that by now we need to build our own systems if we ever want financial freedom or the option to leave the traditional path behind. The system I'm currently trying to build is actually very simple. Increase my income through this YouTube channel, buy solid assets in solid cities for reasonable prices, and repeat that process over and over again while continuing to scale my income. It is about building systems in life, systems that reinforce good outcomes. Let's talk about this in the comments actually. I genuinely want to hear your thoughts on this and understand what systems you built for you personally so far. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you on the next one.